Okay, so have you ever just like stared at a blank screen? When you need a graphic or something visual, but you just can't seem to get your brain to like kick into gear.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I know that feeling all too well. I feel like it happens to me like every other day.
Well, today on our deep dive, we're looking at a tool that basically promises to just like totally obliterate that creative block. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like one of those magic wands, you just wave it and poof, problem solved.
Pretty much. It's called Napkin AI, and it's basically like having this super powered design assistant right there in your computer, like ready to help you out whenever you need it.
It's like AI for visuals.
Yeah, exactly. And like the whole point of it is to let anyone anyone create professional looking graphics and super fast, which is like a game changer, especially if you're not a design whiz.
Totally, because like not all of us are design experts, right?
Exactly. So we've been digging into this AI powered platform, and we actually have this guide that kind of walks us through the whole thing step by step.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, actually. Like it shows you exactly how it works.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at that and basically see, if it actually lives up to this whole promise of like, speed and simplicity.
Like, is it actually as easy as they say it is, right?
Right, because that's the big question, right?
Totally. So where do we even begin with this thing?
Well, so according to this guide, the first thing you do is you head over to the Napkin AI website and you land on this like surprisingly clean dashboard.
Yeah.
It's like super minimalist, you know?
Oh, wow. So they're not hitting you with like a million options right off the bat.
Nope, not at all. It's like refreshingly clutter-free, you know?
That's kind of nice, actually. Like sometimes those design programs can be so overwhelming. You
Oh,
know?
I know. I totally agree. And like right there in the middle of the screen is this big new project button just like calling out to you.
Okay, so it sounds pretty straightforward so far. Like you're not getting bogged down in menus and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where things start to get like really interesting.
Like where the magic happens.
Exactly. So Napkin AI has this central feature that's all about turning text into graphics. So you literally just type in whatever you want to visualize, whether it's like an idea, concept, a process, anything really, and it just automatically generates a structured design.
Whoa, hold on. That's pretty wild. So like I could just type in, make me a graphic about starting a YouTube channel and it'll just like make it.
Pretty much, yeah. And the guide we're looking at actually gives this perfect example. They say you type in how to start a faceless YouTube channel, and boom, a flowchart appears like ready to go.
That's crazy. And like think about how much time that saves. You're just on getting the layout right.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's like a huge time saver.
But like how does it actually know how to make the graphic? Like what if I wanted something different?
That's a good question. And this is where the AI part really comes in. So it's not just randomly throwing shapes and stuff together, it's actually like analyzing your text,
So it's like reading my mind.
Haha, kind of. It's more like understanding the relationships between the different elements you describe and then organizing them visually in a way that makes sense.
Oh, so it's taking like my jumbled thoughts and making them look all nice and organized.
Yeah, exactly. It's like taking that mental outline you have in your head and turning it into something tangible that you can actually see and work with.
So what if I like what it comes up with? Like, what if the colors are totally wrong or the font is like super boring? Can I change it?
Yeah, totally. That's a really important point, and the guide actually emphasizes this. They say that there are tons of customization options,
Yeah.
so you're not stuck with the AI's initial output.
Phew, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can like change the colors to match your brand or, your website or whatever. You can pick different fonts to get the right vibe. You can even add icons and images to really like make it pop.
Wow. So you have a lot of control over the final product.
Yeah, you really do. And the best part is that it's all supposed to be super user friendly, like just a few clicks and you can make all these tweaks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because like, who has time to be messing around with complicated software? You know?
I know, right? Like we're all busy people.
Okay, so let's say I've made this awesome graphic using Napkin AI.
Uh-huh.
How do I actually like get it out to the world?
So that's the next step, right? And apparently the exporting process is super easy, so you can download your creations in all the usual formats like PNG, which is good for web graphics, JPG if you need a smaller file size, or PDF if you're going to print it out or use it in a document or something.
Oh, so pretty much what do you need?
Yeah, and there's also this really cool feature for collaboration, so you can share a link with someone and they can give you feedback right there in the design, which is like way better than sending a million emails back and forth.
Oh my gosh. I know those email chains can be brutal.
So now that we've kind of broken down Napkin AI, I'm curious to hear from you, like in your day-to-day life, what kind of visuals do you find yourself needing the most?
And like, what are some of the pain points you run into when you're trying to create those visuals? Like, are there any parts of the process that just feels super clunky or time consuming?
Yeah, and do you think a tool like Napkin AI could actually help you simplify those things and save you time?
Maybe even like spark your creativity. You know, Sometimes having the right tools can really like get those creative juices flowing.
Totally. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of that. And if you're interested in learning more about Napkin AI, we've got a link down in the description so you can check it out for yourself.
It's definitely worth exploring, especially if you're looking for a way to make your visual creation process like way easier and more efficient.
Awesome. Well, thanks for diving into Napkin AI with us today. It's been a really interesting conversation.
Yeah, totally. I learned a lot.
Me too. And I'm definitely going to be checking this out myself.
Yeah, me too. All right, everyone, thanks for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe to AITLDR. And if you want to learn more, check out the link in the description.
See you next time.